Hello viewers, welcome to APGNation.com and to my review of BRAWL. A copy of this game was provided for the purpose of this review, so thank you very much Bloober team. What happens when you take the explosive concept of Bomberman and throw in a dark, twisted universe filled with killer clowns, creepy bears and other wild, psychotic characters? Well, you get BRAWL, featuring 8 characters with their own unique abilities and backstories, along with 8 separate but short single-player campaigns, and of course a handful of local and online multiplayer modes, as well as challenges and extras. BRAWL's single-player is set around the Emporium, a battleground area where these characters fight for their lives against the game's narrator, who is incredibly annoying. Solo is the worst way to play this game, as the single player only really acts as a tutorial for each character, and gives you a quick glimpse of their backstory. But there is not enough backstory contained in these short cutscenes to make them interesting and memorable. I was really excited about BRAWL because I was expecting a darker, violent, horror-themed Bomberman, but BRAWL is actually the complete opposite. Sure, the game does have the creepy audio and visual design in its menus and environments, but when you start playing the game, especially in single player mode, you start to notice it's actually quite a silly game, with its cartoony visuals, bloodless battles, and that awful, irritating voiceover guy that just grinds your gears. The voice acting is so over the top that I felt like I was in a 1940s Dracula film.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold, a clown. Does he make you laugh? No. I find him quite amusing, in his own special way.
He constantly mocks you throughout the game, and whenever you die he will insult you, and makes dying all the more frustrating. Single player in general is frustrating, usually making you fight a number of CPUs at once, featuring AI that is either too hard or too stupid, and you can die within 1 or 2 hits, and after dying a couple of times, I just had to put the controller down. In my opinion, 4-player local multiplayer is where the enjoyment is at. So if you have never played a Bomberman game before, the aim of the game is to try and blow up your enemies using bombs. Simple as that. You can also collect a few power-ups, and each character contains their own unique special moves. The game features a variety of multiplayer modes, but the most fun to be had is the classic mode, where the aim of the game is to simply blow up your friends and get the highest score before the timer runs out. These classic battles are chaotically brilliant. The unique character special abilities make every player a danger on the battlefield, and also add to the replayability of multiplayer. The only issues I found is that when there's a lot going on at once, the frame rate drops a bit, but not enough to break the game. And you have to play with a smart CPU if you don't have free friends to play with, and they're not customizable. BRAWL also features competitive online modes, but unfortunately I was unable to find a match anywhere. There was also some challenges involving sheep and so on, so there is a fair amount of content in this game. BRAWL is a strange, confusing, and frustrating game. Overall, the tone is silly, solo play is pointless, and don't get me started on that voiceover guy. It was all enough to make me put down my controller and not go back, so I think BRAWL should be avoided. I had very little fun with BRAWL, that is until I managed to get some friends together and play some local multiplayer. That is where the fun and chaos lies. Local multiplayer is the only reason to own BRAWL, with one of the best aspects being that each of the 8 characters have their own unique moves to really mix it up on the battlefield. But for everyone else, or if you have no local friends, honestly and unfortunately, there is very little reason to check this one out. For everything else gaming, subscribe and stay tuned to APGNation.com.
I thought you smarter than that. There will be no jokes from here on the end. I'm finished with you. I won't waste my time on you.